The decision of journalists to grant audience to MP for Ellembele, Emmanuel Armah Buah, during debate on the State of the Nation address on Tuesday did not sit well with the majority leader. At the onset of proceedings on Wednesday, he made an application to the Speaker.
Upset that the House had been made naked by the media houses that were supposed to cover proceedings in the chamber. And I requested one of the deputy whips to follow up to see what was happening, because the media houses, their representatives in the House, had evacuated the chamber. Speaker, I was informed later by a deputy whip that indeed a member of Parliament who had opted not to be in the House to participate in the debate had engaged the press outside about the content of the President's speech, for which reason the press had followed that member outside. Mr. Speaker, let it be on record that the media are accredited to come and cover proceedings in the chamber. Any group or caucus that would want to engage the press could do so. But normally, Mr. Speaker, as we did when we were in the minority, we would engage the press before the sitting of the House.
The minority leader shockingly backed the concerns of his colleague in the majority.
I agree that the media should be dutiful to this Parliament and to this House. And therefore, the media behave in a manner that you are serving the institution of Parliament and not any individual member of Parliament. Mr. Speaker, it does not lie within the majority leader to determine who holds what conference when. That is why we are elected representatives. We are entitled to media, not just the parliamentary media.
The Speaker delivered his ruling on the matter, which included a threat to sanction journalists who do not abide by the dictates of the accreditation given them by the House.
We must not major in minors nor the undesirables. This affects both sides of the House. I want to let the media know, if that which is reported to have happened should happen anymore, I have reminded you of the fact that you are here as guests by my permission, because of the importance this House attaches to the inky profession. Any such deviation will make you an unwelcome guest, and your welcome will be duly withdrawn. After sitting, that is when I rise, I want to meet the head of the group as well as the Director of Public Affairs and her group.
The Dean of the Parliamentary Press Corps addressed the media after the meeting.
I thought we've agreed that we will have a general meeting tomorrow so that we can make the content of the meeting known to the press over here. But I can briefly let you know that it was more of a cautioning to read the press over here that we should take priority in the work that goes on in the chamber than concentrating on works that goes on outside the chamber.
So is that to say that now in Parliament, if the plenary has not adjourned, journalists cannot interview any individual member of Parliament outside the chamber? Is that the new directive?
Not at all. That is not the new directive. In fact, I am going to have another meeting with the director.
The House later moved to debate the agreement for the $993 million Pualugu multipurpose dam.
The compensation as has been captured, I pray that it will not witness what has happened to other projects in the past, and that prompt payment will be made to the families so that they can enjoy their resettlement. There's also this case of land allocation, 70% for investors and 30% for the indigenous. This was discussed at the committee level, and I thought that it would be captured to reflect the concerns that are raised, that population growth will affect the settlement.
There has been the challenge of the Burkinabes opening the Bagre Dam and then spilling water over to the place, and the speaker flooding the place for all these years. It's been a very difficult issue. So then there is a situation. We actually need to put the place into proper irrigation, to proper use, so that there is water supply, enough water supply, Mr. Speaker, so that we have a great powerhouse around the area. We want that. And of course, there is also this need for the hydro generation itself. That isn't the catalyst for this project. The dam itself isn't the catalyst, Mr. Speaker, for this project. It's more so the agricultural element of it.
The agreement was subsequently approved.
As many as are in favor of the motion, say aye. Aye. All against, say no. The ayes have it. The motion is carried.
Reporting from the House of Parliament, my name is Emmanuel Armah Buah for Citi News.